Hey there, this is James Wilson with MTB Strength Training Systems and BikeJames.com. Today I want to go over some training tips and progressions for the single leg squat. The single leg squat is a great exercise for us as mountain bikers because it works on the specific kind of leg strength that we need for standing pedaling. So getting stronger with this is really going to help make you stronger with your standing pedaling efforts, and it also helps us identify strength imbalances. If you're stronger with one leg than the other, again, you want to make sure that you're ironing those things out with your training, so that way when you're out on the trail, you're not overworking one leg and one leg's kind of taking a break. So what I'm going to do though is show you some progressions, some ways to work into a single leg squat. A lot of times somebody sees somebody pulling off a real high level single leg squat like a pistol squat, thinks, man, that looks impossible, I'll never be able to do that, so they don't even bother trying. But like anything else, if you know the progression, you know how to learn it and work into it, it makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to show you the progressions that I use in my facility to help people move up to a pistol squat, a full ass to the grass single leg squat. The first thing is a single leg box squat. So what you're going to do is sit a chair or a bench behind you, and you're going to sit down, keep your heel planted on the ground. That's rule number one with any single leg squat. Do not let your heel come off the ground. Puts a ton of stress on the knee, is not what we want. So you're going to sit down. You can even sit back onto it, that's fine. Just keep that heel planted, and then you're going to rock forward, hinge at the hips as you do this, and stomp that heel into the ground. So again, coming down, you can rock back, hinge at the hips, stomp that heel into the ground, drive yourself up. As you get better at this, you can actually lower this down. So if you have like steps or something to allow you to incrementally lower it down, that's a good way to progress. If you don't, if you just have a bench or a chair, you're kind of stuck with that height. But you know, just work with that height, get strong with that. Eventually you'll get to the point to where you can come down, do a very light touch, and then come back up. Once you've got that down, go ahead and take the chair or the bench away. You can work on a single leg squat, which is basically coming down until your upper thigh is parallel with the ground, and then back up. So if that's as far as you get, that's great. You just need to be able to work up to a regular single leg squat. If you want to take that to the next level, you can start working on a pistol squat, which is taking it all the way down, butt to the ground. So coming down, and all the way back up, getting that few extra inches range of motion. Now, a little trick to help you out with that is holding a little bit of weight. This is an interesting exercise because holding 5 to 10 pounds in front of you and using it, as I'm going to show you, to help counterbalance the movement will actually make it easier. When you start using 15, 20, 25 pounds, it makes it harder, and you're starting to add load to the movement. But something about that 10-pound range seems to make this easier. So what you do is you start in with it closer. As you come down, you extend the weight in front of you, and then come back up to the top. So again, that movement out, pushing it out as you come down, so you have it fully extended at the bottom, helps counterbalance you, which makes this exercise easier to do, so you can learn to get down into that bottom position and build that mobility and stability that you need. And then of course, once you've done that, you can start holding a kettlebell, and again, you can extend it out, or you can even hold kettlebell in the rack position, and which is even harder than extending out. So that is how you perform and progress a good single leg squat. Again, it's one of those must-do exercises. You should certainly be working on these in your program. So hopefully this has given you some different variations, some ways to work into it so that you can start taking advantage of this great exercise. So once again, it's been James Wilson with MTB Strength Training Systems. You can check me out on the web at BikeJames.com, and I'll talk to you next time.